Florida State, the mood around there is just numb. The fan base is numb. People in the administration, how can you ever make sense of this? It is so far off the chart. Like if I were to chart all of the examples, all of the outcomes we've gotten, all of the historical data points of any other team that's existed in history, expectation versus result. You've got the piece of paper, and then well off that piece of paper, that's where the dot is for Florida State circa 2024. I don't even know what to make of it. They are so bad, like they are so beyond the pale of believability. And I should know, because I bet on them last week. Colin, that's the Duke game, right? Yeah, so I'm watching this game last week. I mean, I actually am someone who has bet money on Florida State plus 3.5. And you know what the thing about it is? It was the right side technically. It was just they were minus in turnovers, and we've come to know a long time ago, if you bet this sport, if you bet sports period, you understand, I mean, there are outlier results, and there are randomized statistical categories that no predictive model could account for. Turnovers are one of them, except with Florida State, it happens every week. With Florida State, the receivers fight the ball in the air every week. They are so situationally unaware. They're an ignorant football team. I'm not calling the people on the team ignorant, but collectively, as a team, they are very, very bad. And the reason that's shocking is because of where they ended last season. And we're coming to learn, using FSU as the poster child for this, that in the new age of college football, especially when you lean on the portal, there is no limit. There's no ceiling and there's no floor. It could be great. You could go win a national title. If Jordan Travis had not gotten hurt last year, maybe they would have. There's no ceiling on how high you can climb as a team. But man, there's no floor. There is no basement. There is no level under the basement. You could fall so hard and so fast. We do best worst and most likely scenarios every summer. I don't remember off the top of my head what we said the worst case was for Florida State. It's not even close to this. It was so far beyond the realm of believability that they could be this bad. It just beyond total bust. So I don't think that this is all Mike Norvell. I'm going to get a lot of pushback on that. I mean, Florida State fans are ready to run him out of town just months after he signed a brand new contract extension down there, which makes it not feasible in all likelihood. But even if it was feasible, there's just no way that you can sell me on the idea that this is all Mike Norvell. He's responsible for it all. I'm not suggesting otherwise. But if we're really getting down to brass tacks, as Meemaw would say, there's got to be so much more in the equation than just Mike Norvell fooled us last year. It was all Jordan Travis's doing, and he's really a below average head coach that just lucked his way into this position. I don't believe that. Having said that, I also don't know how they fix it, because this is so far off the comparable data point chart that I start asking myself, is it possible to be so bad? I'm asking this about Auburn and Hugh Freeze right now. Another dude that I actually believe in, I think he's the right guy for the job. Is it possible for things to be so bad that you get yourself beyond the ability to reach the reset button or the flush button? You know, because Florida State, if they go 6-6 or 7-5, it's a vast underachievement of a season, considering you were favored to win the conference. But you could at least hit flush, get the bad taste out of your mouth, have yourself a good spring, sign a good class, and we're ready to go right back there the next year. I don't know how they do that. I have no idea how they do that. But maybe we are still to learn that in this era, not only can you go from total boom to total bust, you can go right back to total boom again. That doesn't seem realistic to me. But who knows? Who knows? It feels like we're in a documentary in real time. It feels like the 2040 version of ourselves is watching a documentary from the 2020s and how much change and upheaval there was in college football, but we don't know that, like, we're in it as we speak. We're in like chapter 4 of that documentary.